They leave everything and decide to do the unbelievable. To draft alone. Young adults from a variety of backgrounds create their future here, among us. Their journey is exciting, but very challenging. The lone soldiers go through this journey alone without family or support. Standing alone in their beret ceremonies, facing their commanders alone, going home alone, facing their landlords and their banks alone. For these reasons, we've decided to establish Gdol, to change the military experience from being alone to being together. Gdol are volunteers who are lone soldiers themselves, and therefore truly understand the challenges that the lone soldiers are facing. Gdol will come to the military ceremonies, they will speak to their commanders when needed, will guide and mentor them, and will make information accessible. Gdol will give the hug that the soldiers need so much.
Stop. Everything changed on October 7th. After Black Sabbath, nothing remained the same. It started as just another Saturday sunrise, the Re'im Music Festival near the Gaza border filling the air with music. At 6:29 a.m., sirens pierced the tranquility. Rockets exploded overhead. Over 3,000 terrorists breached the border, approaching unsuspecting young partygoers. Abraham, Aviad, and Noam were born into ultra-Orthodox families. They left this world knowing they could not speak to their brothers, sisters, or parents. They drafted to the IDF and proudly served their nation as Israeli-born lone soldiers. They were all massacred at the Re'im Music Festival. When hundreds of Hamas terrorists infiltrated IDF outposts, including Kisufim Base, Sufa, and Erez Crossing, dozens of soldiers fell into the line of defense. Among the selfless heroes were lone soldiers Eviatar, Benny, David, Emil, Amir, David, and Shmuel. 2 hours after the initial assault, the first IDF helicopter, bearing scores of paratroopers, arrived. Hamas terrorists succeeded in striking the helicopter, forcing it to make an emergency landing. Valentin from Tzanchanim, who made Aliyah from France, continued on his way to Kibbutz Be'eri on foot. Valentin began clearing homes captured by the terrorists. In the third house, Valentin stopped 7 soldiers from entering from the front entrance. In doing so, he saved their lives. The door was booby-trapped. Later in combat, Valentin was injured and succumbed to his wounds. In Zikim, there was Nathanael from England. In Nachal Oz, there was Shlomo from Russia. In Kfar Aza, there was Benjamin from France, who jumped up to rescue an injured person under fire. He was shot and did not survive. On the same terrible day, 2 lone soldiers were kidnapped, Omer from New York and Nidan from New Jersey. The State of Israel immediately drafted 300,000 reservists to all the fronts. The operations in Judea and Samaria were quick and intense. On the 13th of October, Yaakov from Kazakhstan, a father of 4, and amongst the first big brothers of the Gdol program, was killed. Omer from the United States was killed on the northern border. Benjamin, the reservist from France, was killed in the Gaza Strip. On the 6th of November, it was Rose, from Atlanta, Georgia, serving as a border police officer. She survived the horrors of October 7th and battled terrorists, but suffered fatal injuries in a terror attack in the Old City of Jerusalem. Yonatan from New York was next. Yonatan was a Christian who converted and made Aliyah to Israel and volunteered to draft to the IDF. On the 17th of December, the 20th lone soldier, Boris, fell in battle. 1 week prior, he was publicly wishing a happy Hanukkah to all of Israel. Lone soldiers are the mirror image of Israeli society. They come from a variety of backgrounds, leaving all their friends and family behind. They are drafting to reserve units, risking their lives, all to defend the state of Israel and to protect the Jewish people wherever they may be. To defend us all, every last one of us.
The IDF, and within her the lone soldiers, will do whatever necessary in order to defend the homeland. We have the privilege and responsibility to strengthen them and give them the support they need. They need us in order to continue this war until victory. They need us in order to return to civilian life when victory has been achieved.
And we need you. The Gdol family, Big Brother program for lone soldiers, personally guided lone soldiers before and during the war, and will continue to do so after as well.
We need your help so that no lone soldier will be left alone, not during and not after the war.
עם ישראל חי.